We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon today and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. It's time to go to the moon again, but this time with a manned landing or a Kerbal landing, however you want to say it. So I did remember what the other thing I was thinking about was, and it was getting the other fairing size attached, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of drag on this section, but maybe it's a bad call. So I think if we were to do that, we'd grab like this and put it here. Oh, what? I bet we can't scale you. Oh, we can't scale you because you're weird. That makes sense. It'd be cheating anyway, so we probably shouldn't do it for our own integrity, but you know, integrity, who needs it? All right. So then, with that out of the way, we are ready to go to the moon, but we don't need one of these things because there is no atmosphere on the moon. Instead, I can strap this on betterly. Go. Honestly, I'm going to drag these solar panels down here because I think the fact that they're angled up there is actually pretty bad for them. Oh, why that one's popped open. I noticed that a few times. Odd. Okay, everything else should be good. Could actually put more like control surfaces and like these on those if I wanted to, but shouldn't be necessary. I know I've clicked save like 1,000 times, but you know, better safe than sorry. I could have made the action group of putting everything on an action group, but not necessary. Okay, we choose to go to the moon in this decade. How would we do that? We would wait till the moon is closer to the horizon. It actually doesn't matter that much, really, but consider that good enough, to be honest with you. Aha, you thought you could outsmart me. Maybe. That must have been the other thing lurking at the back of my mind is wrong with this vehicle is it needed, well, it needs a transmitter because that was kind of annoying that it couldn't transmit back. Slap one of these on it and one of these on it. Sug on these and the Kerbal engineer. Apologize for calling it Kerbal. It was funny when the game was new and people didn't know how to say it. I remember the extra credits team doing a video on like games you probably haven't heard of that you should play, and they said Kerbal Space Program. Got a kick out of that. Okay, the heck. Those must have. I should have seen what those were just to see if something needs a little bit more help. All right, and just launch now because putting it on the horizon thing is like going straight to the moon without doing any orbits, which is you can do. And this is technically the most efficient, but not by enough to matter, I don't think. Send me. Get to 100 meters per second, just so it's a little safer to turn over. barely hear those engines cut out. I wish they would stop colliding, but the only way to like really guarantee that is to put them on like the really long radial decouplers, but those literally, they look terrible. I hate how they look. There's that dank Apoapps number though. Gets me that 90-degree mark there. There we go. That's the good stuff. Okay. Keep us pointed prograde Jebediah while we're going out of the atmosphere to reduce the drag. Got some awesome rocket shots here. We're actually going straight to Minmus right now, but not where we're going. You need a lot of life support to get to Minmus because it's pretty dang slow to get to. Yeah, I wish I could save those. See, it broke into 8 pieces. We lost that. Got a parachute. Lost an engine. I think those are fuel tanks. Actually, we saved one. We lost both engines, which are the expensive part. But we had like one that was like the parachute, the 2 tanks. I guess that's it. Maybe the fuel line counted. Oops, let's get to burning here. All right. This rocket into orbit, Jebediah. Gonna have to point up a little bit, though. Gonna have to point up a little bit. Although not a ton. We're actually very slowly approaching the Apoapps, which is what we want. Basically want to reach the Apoapps at the same time that our periapps is in orbit. There we go. This stage is going to get lost to space, but that's okay. All right. Come on. Coming for you. Something like that. Skirt. I would love for you to be able to point at the maneuver node, Jebediah. I think you'll get that after you come back from the moon. But it'll be very handy once you can do that. Have to get Valentina to the moon as well at some point. All right. 10-minute burn with this engine, or a 1-minute burn with this engine. So we have too much control of our rocket right now. There we go. Much more normal. Scared to press activate because something's not quite right here. I'm just going to turn you on manually because you should have turned on your own, but you didn't. Which is immensely frightening. That's enough fuel. Wait a minute, that's our landing engine. Hold on. Hold on. It's our landing engine. So, by the way, my solar panel should be deployed. For some reason I was like, I have one more engine. No, I don't. Let's burn a little bit more, but not a ton more. It's about as far as I'm willing to take it. We don't have enough fuel. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to waste a ton of time, even though we're trying to play fair with the game and like go through our missions, even if they go poorly. This is like, this is just kind of a waste of our time at this point to like restart this one, or not restart this one, but bring it all the way back home. So if there's no new science to gain out here, okay, there's a little bit of science to gain, so I guess I can keep it. Sure. Auroral chorus radio waves detected emanating from Kerbal's poles, indicating the presence of geomagnetic storms. The rest of this might not have anything in it, though. Anything that, like, sends all the science back home. Yeah, the laser won't do anything. Mystery goo, though, does. I'm not sure that Jebediah has EVA'd. Actually, a little bit of pressure data as if it were in a vacuum. Measuring the temperature of space. Yep. Crew report for space high above Cuban. All right, Jebediah. Send you on a quick EVA. just to make sure that you know how. Your VV airport in space high above Kerbin. Okay. All right. That's fine. At least there's some science up here. It's not a totally wasted mission. It's a bit of a test of our life support, too. What we're going to do is point retrograde. To get to the apoapse, we're going to burn in reverse. We might have enough to get to the moon and get back, but I don't know 100% enough to make that call. Not confident enough to make that call. We have the life support to do it. Just don't have the fuel. Wonder where our weak link is, though. I really thought we had enough. I know I have it there. I just want it up here, too. Kind of our first test of a high altitude return. I'm not going to lower it more than 48,000. Might as well ditch it, right? Okay, so the engine would have fired. I was just scared to press it again, because if you press it, lose the engine, then we might have been stranded or something. So there we go. All right. I will say our probe actually looks pretty cool. Like our I'm trying to angle it in a way that looks cool. Oh, he's fighting me. I was like, why is it rotating like that? It's like, yes. Actually, legitimately looks like some kind of spacecraft. It looks more like a a probe than a manned thing, but go take a little picture of that. All right, point me retrograde and return home. See that carbon dioxide and everything piling up? It's spooky. $30,000. So we can kind of get an idea of where different lines of space are. I wish it would tell you like how high an altitude was over your cursor. But we know this should be like 200,000. Whoa, that was scary. The graphics mod's loading in. All right, let's fold up our antenna. Should have a cleaner return home at least than last time. Will be a faster return, though. This will be our fastest return from orbit yet. But significantly less weight than we had on our last return. All right, Jebediah, leaving it mostly up to you, and then I'm just going to step in if you need me. I wish the lights weren't so gigantic. Ooh. Yeah, see how high up we are and already hitting the red atmosphere? How high our other apoapse is. It went as low as 48,000, so we might even like get back out of the atmosphere before going in again, which is the safest way to do it. It's just very slow. be what happens here. We're gonna have to see. What is that? Tell me it's this. If that goes, that's a big problem. Jebediah? Jebediah? You got it, bud? All concerned. This thing's not really supposed to return. I guess that's why it's probably a little bit too big. Just to keep it from being something that you can return easily. But Bob's in there. And also if that section goes, then everything goes. Okay, cooled back down. As you can see, that is something we're going to have to worry about on the way back from the Mun, because then we're going to be going even faster. Oh, we're actually going back out of the atmosphere now. That's why it's cooling down. No biggie. It's fine. Ooh. A little spicy. I'm glad I didn't go lower into the atmosphere because clearly it would have hurt. Oh, might as well get them some more power. Why did that one extend? Excuse me. All right. But here's the problem. Something like this is now life support is definitely starting to get challenged a bit. We wouldn't like to do a third pass if we could avoid it. Can't believe we need more fuel. I don't want to do the the 6-stage asparagus staging, but I don't know. So those stages recovered. Yeah, there should be debris in orbit too, right? I actually don't see it, so. Oops. Going in a little slower this time. As before, mostly leaving it up to Jebediah. Oh, I never extended that antenna, but that's okay. Also going to go through a lot more later. It's the other thing that we have to kind of keep tabs on. Each pass is going to yeet off more and more ablator. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Would rather that you didn't. I wonder if I should move the stuff above this and then slap like a bigger heat shield on the bottom. I don't know. The problem is it's not like a whole size category bigger. It's just like a little bit bigger than normal. Well, we're kind of like making too gentle of passes, I think. despite the issues that we're having with this. Because now we're just like not really making progress. Our Apple apps or Perry apps did not really drop that much. I think they can make like 2 more passes and be okay, but it's getting a little scary now. It's getting a bit scary. They're not going as far away now too, actually, so actually should have more passes than that. Good in our graphics. Could even get ballsy and like come in at a aggressive angle to get a little bit more drag going. But that's extremely risky. Be very easy to flip over. All right, Jebediah. Let's try to land this time. Need to get that periaps lower and lower so that we can get past the point of no return to space, you know? Damn. I did not expect this to go so light, but I want to go into multiple videos, but this is also taking a long time, so I'm going to pause it. Here we go with another pass. Not even sure this will be the one, but I wanted to show you guys it anyway. Basically what I'm going to do is just keep trying until it looks like it's going to be our final pass, and then that'll be the one we end with. But if it looks like it's not going to be our final pass, we're going to skip again. So, oh, hold up. Still need these solar panels. If I lose these solar panels, might actually be in a bad spot. Also concerned about our ablator, to be honest with you. To be perfectly H with you, I'm worried about our ablator. There's also one more thing I can try next time I'm at Apple Apps. I can EVA one of the Kerbals and have them push the spacecraft to lower the periapsis more. If I've got to. It's not always the safest maneuver to do, though, so I usually don't do it unless I have to. But I may have to here because this is getting kind of absurd. It's got to be Ferrum Aerospace that's doing this because the atmosphere is a lot thinner in Ferrum Aerospace. Normally, in KSP, if you hit the atmosphere, you're getting sucked in pretty quick. Yeah, this is just a bit of a slog. Yeah, we're going to have to push it. All right, time to show you guys the get out and push technique. So we're going to keep Jeb inside because Jeb keeps the craft pointed in the right direction. And we're going to EVA Bob. Actually, you know what, Jeb? I think we should have you just do stability assist because you're going to slowly rotate. EVA Bob. Make sure we're not at time warp or anything. Turn on the lights just because it'll make it a little bit easier to navigate here. Again, it's a little bit risky. Let's see. We need to thrust that way to slow down? I think so. Because he's pointed retrograde right now, so if we were to burn normally, this would be a retrograde burn. And just gotta really make sure Bob doesn't fall off of this. Keep an eye on his EVA propellant too. Ooh, hold on. Something happened. Just pushing it. I'm gonna get it down to 38,000 because that's been what's been safe. I don't want to open the map and then miss the spacecraft with Bob, because then he's gonna be in space. But yeah, it's not a technique you would learn from the Jedi. Let's put it that way. There we go. We're at 38,000. We should make it this time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. This should be it. I may have killed them. Might be coming in too steep now. Shouldn't be the case. But, you know, it is what it is. Coming much more steeply, much more greedily. But honestly, if we do more passes, we're gonna run out of a blader. We don't want to run out of a blader. Still gonna fly back out, aren't we? I think we are. Yeah, we're going back up. It might catch up, but I'm worried. Oh my god, look at our... We're actually in a bad spot. This ablator is actually a problem. Oh my god. Can't believe it. I've never seen running out of a blader being an issue. What the hell, FAR? FAR must have really changed, because oh my god, this would normally never happen. You just kind of explode is what would happen instead, because you'd be hitting atmosphere that's more like concrete. This is more like actual atmosphere, but it's kind of really, really light. At least there's a few layers of stuff before it gets to our pod, but... Ugh. Ugh. That's scary. I've never seen this be a problem before. Holy cow. Ugh. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. I know this episode's getting stupidly long, but it's just at this point, it's just, we've got to send it, right? What else are we gonna do? Can't have 2 episodes of this nonsense. I don't know if I'm going to turn off FER or what I'm going to do, because can't really have this. It's going to take way too long. I don't think I'm going to get out and push this time either, because I don't know. It's dangerous as hell. It really shouldn't need to, is the thing. The waste is getting bad. More pass. If this one doesn't do it, I don't think we'll have enough ablator to make it. I already don't know if we have enough ablator, to be honest with you, but we'll see. I've never seen it take this many passes before. Maybe you really got to bring it down to like the 28,000 and hit that like super thick atmosphere. Ugh. Hitting 28,000 at 3,000 meters a second seems like a bad idea. I don't even really want to watch my ablator. I just kind of gonna hope for the best, I think. Come on. Utter insanity to me. The blader has me so scared. Each pass it gets worse and worse too. Ooh. Okay. Good news is the periapse is going down like a rock now. I guess going down faster than we're coming in, which should mean that we're not getting out of this. Also, my temp gauges are disabled because I've been pressing the F10 key to been pressing the F10 key to pause recording. So this middle section might be about to explode, and I wouldn't know because it gets turned off when I press F10. Frightened. Well, now I think we have enough ablator to make it. Now I'm just scared about this middle section exploding. Keep seeing like weird flashes. I'm like, oh, there it goes. It's gonna blow up. Wow, it's gonna be the first time that I've ever seen it go through like 100% of our ablator to make it home. Holy cow. We almost went through all of our wastewater. Actually, much worse than like our food and water situation. Maybe we're just gonna take an extra waste module with us instead of a full mixed module. I don't know though. Might need all of it. I don't know though. That's very little. Just depends on how much is in these. Got this, Jebediah. My word. Have you ever seen that in all your days? Like the only time I can imagine seeing this is like going into a gas giant, seeing how deep you could get. My word. No! What the heck? Jebediah! Jebediah! What the heck? Jesus Christ. Why did that happen? That doesn't make any sense. Why did it flip? No, Jebediah, you're not doing it right somehow. What the heck? Stupid center of mass nonsense. Don't make any sense. Friggin' the hell? That's really a friggin' annoying. My God. We had died after like getting that far in because Jebediah couldn't keep it on target. Would have lost it, man. Jeez Louise. I've never seen a mission like that before. That is crazy. That is absolute madness. Who would have thought? So the lights being on now would be kind of cool. So we'll try to extend these bad boys and seeing if we can't get some decent science out here. I can take another EVA report, unfortunately. I should have pulled it in and out. Oh, it's one of our satellites, huh? Or which one it is. The Athena docking target. That's cool. I'm guessing that's Planet Shine making that visible, because normally we shouldn't be able to see it, I don't think. I think that's our heat shield. Gee Louise. All I can say is I hope they level up from this, because well, I've got these lights off, actually, because and they landed on their ladder. I might have to put an SAS on this thing. It really sucks that they landed on their ladder, because now I can't get them out. I might be able to get Jebediah out. No, though. Shock, this thing can't rotate, though. Those are the only thing I can do. The Highlands. You know what? I might have some of these other... Oh, apparently I had some temperature data this time. And pressure data. Well, because we landed on our... Because we landed on our ladder, I don't think there's anything I can do here. Try to get... Hatches are obstructed, yeah. Huh, I have to put an SAS on this thing. Gotta be able to rotate. Oh well. Unfortunate. I hope they gain XP for this. They really should. They went through hell. They're definitely gonna get some ribbons for like G-forces and stuff. Because that flip really should have killed them. It should have ripped the spacecraft apart, actually, because of the Ferrum Aerospace. I actually had a lot of science. 93 science. We're like as far from the KSP as we could have been. No XP. 200 more science. EVA in 0 atmosphere. Did need to do an EVA. Dangerous EVA. While doing an EVA while in a bad orbit. Yep. That's to be expected. Well, we're definitely out of time for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, hope you have a good day.